So this morning I want to talk to you about images. We all know that images are really important for social media. It's really important to find images that not only represent your brand, but also images that are for use, like for consumption, for use other than by the person who took the photo. How do you find the right photos and how do you give credit? I tend to refer to images and video and quote cards and quotable videos all under the bucket of assets. So post assets mean everything that you're going to use to promote your post, and it's any kind of content. A blog could technically be an asset, but really blog would be content and then it would be a link that you're promoting. So I hope that that helps further distinguish the difference between plain content, links that you're promoting, and then assets, which are the images, videos, or quote cards that you're using to promote your content. So how do you find images? Well, there's a lot of ways. You can just google.com/images and find images that way. But how do you know that they're for public use? How do you know that you don't have to give credit? Creative Commons is a great way to search for images. You can also use Google Images in their advanced search, which is something that I teach when I go out to do Google News Lab trainings for the SPJ and Society of Professional Journalists. I realize that sometimes we all talk in these, ABC, NYZ, all these things that people don't necessarily understand. So if you're using Creative Commons or Google Image Search and making sure that you're checking the use rights, you can also use Creative Market. Creative Market is something that I talked about when we were talking about how to find work online. It was, something interesting that I shared about how you can sell your images. But what about on the reverse? What if you want to buy images? Well, you can use Shutterstock. Flickr actually allows you to use a lot of the images through the Creative Commons. So that's a great place to get started in search, and it will tell you what types of credit you have to give. Sometimes you have to put credit on the photo, sometimes you need to link back. Sometimes if you're using the image in a video, you need to either give credit at the end in like a credits area, or you can put it in the caption of the video wherever you post it, whether it's on YouTube or Facebook. Additionally, you can share the captions in a post. So if you're doing an Instagram post, sometimes you have to tag and share. Instagram is also a great place to look for images. There's a lot of independent photographers, graphic artists, muralists, who just use Instagram as a place to showcase their work. But that's a great way to not only connect with a different area or a different community, but also to showcase the work of people you think are influencers for your brand. We're going to talk more about influencers for your brand when I share my updates in next week's 5-day email challenge. I'm super stoked about it. I finished it yesterday on the plane, and I think that you guys are gonna, because I like to tweak it. So sometimes I'll tweak based on feedback from clients, friends, colleagues, or just what I see on the internet, so that I can make sure that it's as updated as possible. So to close, the most important thing about when you're collecting assets is to check who owns the rights, how and if you have to credit them, and then when you're sharing, to make sure that you're actually crediting them. The other thing for images is that it's size. So sometimes if you share an image that's too small on a device, it could look a little blown out, which means that it looks grainy, or it could just not really have a good look and feel. So it's important to think about size when you're sharing as well. There's a great list of the sizes that you should have for all social networks through Sprout Social. They keep an updated Google Doc, and it's really, really helpful. And I'll share that link in this post after I finish. I hope you had a great day. If you have any questions about images, assets, or how to get video content, let me know. Tomorrow I'll be sharing a little bit more about how you can find new content and also sell content that you create. We're going to talk about building an asset bank. I will see you tomorrow morning. Have a great Wednesday. Bye.